Good morning, guys. My name is Andrea. I make mom and baby videos, and if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. That would help me so much, and you'll be very, very appreciated. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about the best mom apps and pregnancy moms apps as well. So everything that comes from the moment that you're trying to conceive to the moment of having your baby. These are all apps that I have used and I can swear by. I would be telling you about these apps if I didn't love them, and I really did, and they were so helpful to us as first-time parents. So I want to help you and share every single one of them that I have loved. So let's start with the moment that you decided to have a baby, or if you didn't decide to have a baby, the moment that you're calculating your period to see if you're pregnant. Now, a good way of doing that is with the Flow app. Flow is a great app. It's all about updating your period. They can help you with calculating how to get pregnant, your ovulation, your fertility level, everything like that. You can find it on the Flow app. It is great. It is amazing, and it works perfectly. And you can also use it after having a baby to see when your period, like after your first period after the baby, you can start tracking your period again. You can make sure that everything is right and it's in order and you're healthy. So that app is amazing. It's super great. It's free to download, so if you don't have it yet, download it, because it's going to help you so much in. So after you found out that you're pregnant, the next app that you're going to want to download is the Pregnancy and Baby Tracker. This app, again, was amazing for me. It tells you everything about your baby's development. It shows you a 3D or 4D image of your baby, so like what they look like, how big they are. They even tell you like in fruit or vegetables terms how big they are, so you can imagine them. And they track everything for you. They tell you at what point you are in pregnancy, what symptoms. They have also great articles that you can read about pregnancy and the point you're in and what is about to come. Honestly, this app is great for tracking your pregnancy, and it's great for telling you what's going on with your body, what's going on with your baby, and yeah, it's just great. So this one is another like 5-star review from me, because it's honestly like the best pregnancy tracker that I have found. I downloaded many of them, but this one was my favorite one. After this one, we're gonna jump straight into the end of the pregnancy, when you're gonna want to start counting your contractions. I downloaded a contraction tracker, and I downloaded this one. It's for free. There is another one for free, I think, but most of them you have to pay for. This one was great. It's literally very user friendly. It's so simple to use. You just log in and just count your contractions. It tells you how long they were, how many minutes apart they were, and everything you need to know. And it also tells you, like, you might want to call the hospital, or it might be time for you to go to the hospital. So it is definitely a great app to have for the moment that you're gonna go into labor. You're gonna be very excited and also probably in pain at that point. So tracking your contractions with a very simple to use app is probably the best thing that you can do to yourself to help. So yeah, I definitely recommend this one. It helped me when I went into labor. We counted all my contractions, and it was very precise and it was very useful. After the contractions timer, you probably are gonna, after you're having contractions, you're gonna have your baby, and the first couple of weeks are gonna be a mess. They're gonna be nights and days, and you're not gonna be able to tell the difference between what's the day and what's the night. It's gonna be very all in one, and it's gonna go very fast. And also, when you have your first midwife visit or doctor visit or health visitor visit, they're gonna ask you details about your baby and your baby's feeding, and the diaper, like about the dirty diapers. They're gonna ask you how many of them. They're gonna ask you like everything that you need to know for them to be able to tell you if your baby is healthy and if your baby is doing well. In order to have this information, I really recommend downloading the Huckleberry app. It's amazing. It helped me so much, especially as a breastfeeding mom. I was counting the breastfeeding sessions. You need to know how long they're feeding for and how long they go in between feedings. I was counting the dirty diapers. I remember we were counting the wet diapers to make sure she was fine. We were counting how many poos she had every day. And also it helps you track on which breast you last fed from. So I could have selected at the end of each feeding if I fed from my left side or from my right side, and that is an amazing way of remembering which side you need to feed your baby from next, because otherwise you might end up feeding them from the same side just because you're so tired, you're not going to realize, and you're gonna have a really like painful left side or right side based on which one you last fed from. So remember to add, if you're breastfeeding, what side you fed from. But even if you're not breastfeeding, you can count when your baby was last fed, and you can see if you're feeding formula, you can put how much you fed them and when is the next feeding. So this app is honestly the best, because you either have to write it down or track it in another way to be able to tell the doctors about your baby. And I think having this app is so easy, it is so straightforward, it is user friendly, it is the best thing ever. So if you need to track your baby's development, which I'm pretty sure everyone does for the first 3 to 4 weeks, then this app is really great, and I really recommend you download it before having your baby. After that one, you're also going to want to know everything that's going on with your baby's development from a developmental point of view. So what the brain is doing, how they're figuring out the world, and what's the next big milestone. In order to do that, I recommend the Wonder Weeks app. Now, this app you have to pay for, it's $3.99, but honestly it is so worth paying for, because it tells you basically what's going on with your baby, so what they're learning about and how they're learning about their environment. And it also tells you when your baby is going through a leap or like a sleep regression or anything like that. They tell you between this week and this week your baby's gonna it's gonna be probably very clingy and crying because of this developmental stage that they're going through. So they're gonna help you understand your baby better. I remember sometimes Amberly had a switch in mood that was so obvious to us and we couldn't figure out why, and then downloading this app helped me figure it out, because they were literally telling me what was going on in her head and why she was being that way. So when, for example, she started being clingy last month, I went on the app and it was telling me that Amberly is going through a developmental stage where she understands what separation is from a mom, or from her mom, or from her dad. So she was she was basically going through separation anxiety, but I wouldn't have been able to tell that myself, probably reading online. But it was so much easier for me to go on the app, and they tell you based on your baby's age and due date, they're going to tell you everything you need to know about that stage of their life. It is so helpful, and it helps so much if your baby's going through a weird stage. It also tells you like how you can help them through it. So I definitely recommend this app. It helps me, but it also helps a lot of other moms there, I know. And the next one is a classic. I say classic because it's advertised a lot lately, especially, and it's Peanut. Peanut was advertised and it's been talked about as the Tinder for moms. This is what I heard it being called anyway. So people are saying it's like Tinder for moms. I would say it's a great app, because when you first become a mom, you're likely to lose friends, and whether you like it or not, that's gonna happen. I was told the same and I didn't want to believe it, but it did happen. You do lose your friends, and people lose interest in spending time with you because you're not the same person that you were before. So in losing friends though, you can make friends, and Peanut is a great app. Peanut is an app that helps you find other mom friends, and you can select them by area. You can look in your area, like within 5 miles of your house, 10 miles of your house. You can see who is around and how many kids they have, and they share all this information about themselves. And yes, I guess it's like Tinder. You need to swipe up or down whether you want to get to know them or not. But honestly, I made one of the best friends they've got now on the app. And yeah, her name is Shauna, and basically we were messaging for a bit. She was still pregnant. I had Amberly that was 2 months, and we've been going out ever since. Like, we've been going out for over 6 months now. She's had her baby We had dinners and parties, and we've been together all the time since that moment. So Peanut really helped me getting out there and meeting new people, and even going for a pram walk, even finding out about other groups of moms that go and do stuff like baby groups and things like that. It is very great to get you out there. Also, apart from this, they have a great community. You can listen to podcasts on the Peanut app. You can join all the groups that are in your area, or even groups that are worldwide, where you can ask questions, you can reply to other people asking questions and help other moms out. You can do any of this. So like, you can literally talk about relationships, you can talk about babies, you can talk about anything you want. You can even post as a private, in private mode. I think you can see who you are, your name or your picture, so you are free to say, not free to say everything, but free to ask about anything and everything that you want. And if you don't want people to know who you are, you can do that. It's not a problem. Like, you can ask embarrassing questions that you might not want to ask your friends or your mum. You can ask and see what other people say, or if they've been there before. And I think it's a great way, because it does help. It does help. And I like to go on Peanut and read some posts and comments about babies and about what other people go through. It's nice to know that you're not the only one going through what you're going through. And apart from the Peanut app, which is a great app, I do recommend downloading it and see if you get on with it. Apart from this one, the next app they want to talk about is the Cloud Baby Monitor. So basically, why I'm talking about the Baby Monitor app is because you're gonna go away at some point. You're gonna do something at some point, and you're not gonna have your baby monitor with you. And this happened to me and Connor. So we have the baby monitor in our house, in Amberly's room, and in our room for us to see her. But we go to see other people, and she might take a nap when we are in other people's houses. So, for example, we went to see Connor's mom, we went to Italy to see my family, and we didn't take the baby monitor with us, especially if it's a day visit, like, you're not gonna take it with you. So when we went there and she was having naps, it was very useful for us both to have the Cloud Baby Monitor on our phone, because you can put your phone up in a position you can see the baby, and the other person, like your partner or your mom or whoever you're visiting, can have the app on their phone as well, and you can see your baby without having a baby monitor. And that's a great way of having a baby monitor without having to take your one from home all the time. So you can do this. There is another one that is for free, which is called the Monitor app or something, but that one is for free, only gives you like 7 free sessions, and then you still have to pay for it. So I would suggest getting the Cloud Baby Monitor, which is $3.99 again, and it's very good. And you can see your baby if you're away, if you're in a hotel for the night, if you're seeing your family. And also, if you don't feel like paying for a baby monitor all this money, because they are expensive, you can just maybe use your phone as a baby monitor the whole time. I mean, I'm not suggesting to do it because you'll be uncomfortable, but you could do that. So, you could have your phone in the baby's room, and then you could stream it on an iPad or a laptop or anything else that you have around the house in that room that you're in when the baby's sleeping. Again, I don't suggest doing this, but if you end up like us, going on holiday for a couple of weeks or for a week or for a weekend, I forget to take the baby monitor with us sometimes, and this app is really, really great for us. So yeah, I do suggest downloading this one. This one is, again, very good to have. These are the 7 apps that I mostly liked, I found so useful, and I have been using ever since having Amberly, and before having Amberly when I was pregnant. I do swear by them, and they're so good. So if you're interested in any of them, just download them, because they're gonna save your life. If you found any of them that you didn't know about, please let me know in the comments. If you already knew about them, let me know what you think, and if you had the same experience that I did. I will read the comment and reply to you, and I would be so helpful if you also left a like if you liked the video, because that would help me grow and also see that people are actually watching and liking my videos. And also, if you do that, think about subscribing, because that can help me as well. So yeah, thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.